Welcome back to the InherAlchemist TV. In today's video, we are going to be doing a requested video on the friendship between Melody Shari and Leticia Scott. I don't know if people want to look at, I think they want to look at like how they interact with each other or their motivation towards each other. I'm not sure, but what I did was I pulled a spread on them as if I would do like the normal spread between couples, except for we're going to look at it between friends. And I guess the difference for me is in the type of deck that I use. Depending on what I'm looking for or what information people want to know determines what type of cards I use. So I'm going to do the same type of like relationship spread, but I'm just going to use cards that are more universal to any type of relationship as opposed to specifically like a love relationship or an individual reading, right? Just so you understand my strategy and what I have going on. So I have the cards laid out, and then we'll clarify as needed and see what other information comes up as I warm into the spread. You guys know I try to build it and then it starts to come out, right? So like the video. That's always gonna be that's always gonna be my thing to say. Please like my video and please subscribe to the channel. We're gonna be rocking out all winter. It's gonna be the coldest winter ever. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna watch these. We're gonna do tarot readings on all of these reality shows. You guys are gonna compare them against the episodes. I'm gonna stay blind. I'm not gonna watch the shows. But it is gonna give us a separate kind of show as well, right? Yeah. So that's my plan for the winter. Hope you guys are enjoying the content and subscribing to the channel and sharing the videos and putting a word out that we're here and we're ready to add some more elements to the sector, right? All right. So Melody's at the top row. Leticia's at the bottom row. I don't know, when I was shuffling the cards, something just told me to put Melody on the top row. At first when I was pulling, I was like thinking I was pulling for Leticia, and I felt like the energy was off. And so I said, let me put Melody at the top row and Leticia at the bottom. So my first question is, what is with Melody's change in spirit or attitude or relationship with Leticia? For the first thing I show is that Melody is she's happy. She's at a place where she's feeling like her harvest has come in. You know what I mean? And things are kind of like in alignment for her. She's experiencing a lot of hope, which in turn is giving her a lot of compassion for people. And I feel like she's looking at the world in like a different eyes. She's naked, but she's not afraid. You know what I mean? She's wide open, and I'm not going to say she's not going to have her share of issues or slugs or haymakers that are being thrown at her, but she feels more charged or more powerful in this energy than maybe she has in the past. And there is still some deception around her. And she does have plans for Tisha, that Tisha doesn't know about, or a plan to use her in some type of way, but this is not going to be negative. For the most part, I show that she's just looking at her with a spirit of compassion, and Melody in general is feeling more of a sensitivity and a sense of harmony within herself and with the people around her. This could be like some type of contact with some spirituality. I'm looking at the star card right now. It could be her being an actual star. But for the most part, she's in like a spirit where she has a joy of living and a joy in life. And it's just kind of permeating out to the people around her. Now, love could very well be the reason. I have the Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So I don't know how mum or open Melody may be about it, but I honestly think that I think she has like a lover. I think she has a lover because this is like a passionate energy. This is abundance. This is vitality. Stella got her groove back. And I feel like she just had like a chance encounter or some lucky encounter with somebody that is ideal for her. And it's seeming like going forward with this person, if this person exists, this is going to be like the perfect person for her. It's almost like the romance gods have smiled down on her and have given her a partnership where it's based on a toast. So if you guys see her in a photo or out at an event with a man and you see them toast their glasses, that's him. Whether she tells you or not, because she's probably going to keep it a secret. She might not keep it a secret, but she probably will. If she knows what's best for her, she'll keep it a secret. Because your relationship should remain private. When you have a public relationship, this is my experience being a star. I'm not a star yet, but my dream in life was to be like a reenactment actor or like a stage play. Now, listen, those dreams have passed, so I'm probably just gonna be like an alchemist. But eventually, I'll put myself out there in some type of visibly public way. But I feel like this I forgot what I was gonna say. See, that's why I need to stop sharing personal stories, because I'll be forgetting my train of thought when I'm reading the cards. Anyways, I was trying to say that sometimes it's better to keep your relationship private, because sometimes you can get like in a partnership with somebody and you guys have a public persona, and then people start to believe in you guys so much as a couple, and you start to heal people through your love and your relationship, and they start to believe in you. And then when you start to go through the normal ups and downs that people go through in life, it's compounded by the hope and the faith that people have that good things still exist, or that a woman can have it all. You know what I mean? So when they watch the woman that has it all or has the ideal situation, and it turn out to be hurtful or not real, it doesn't just break that woman's heart. It breaks the hearts of all the people who believed that it was possible for a woman to have it all. You know what I mean? So it's hard to have a relationship in public. It's hard to go through public heartbreak, and and you try to almost keep it to yourself so that you don't break the hearts of everybody around you. You know what I mean? Because your goal is to inspire people to hope and to believe that they can have it all, and they seeing you as a living example of that is sometimes all people see, until you become just the regular and have an average story like everybody else, and it's sad. So I say that to say, when you go through a relationship, keep it private. I don't even bring a nigga around my friends until I'm completely sewed up with him. You know what I mean? Because it's always up for a table, and he shouldn't take me around his either, because I'll switch up. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like I'm a cock hopper, but if you bring me around a crowd and we're not solidified with each other, then there's a possibility that I may actually find something better than you amongst your circle if you have not put in the work to sew me up, right? Anyways, let me get back to the reading. Melody has a boo. She has a boo. I'm not trying to bust it out, but I'm just busting out. She got the Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Like this is the dream combination in tarot. And you guys know I never see Cups energy in all of these couples. Like everything is all this strife and competition and legalities. And I'm looking at this woman's role. She has the Star, the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups. Of course she's being nice to Leticia because she's feeling damn good. But on the flip side, I also feel like she wants to utilize Leticia. I don't know if she wants to do like a makeover on her, or she wants to like make her like some type of brand ambassador. But for the most part, I still see that she's looking at Leticia, and she feels sorry for her almost. She sees her as, I don't want to say downtrodden, because it's not looking down on her in a way like she's not good enough. She's just looking at her in a way like she reminds her of her former self or lower self, or a place that she has been. And I show that she feels very sorry for Leticia in a lot of ways, but it's not in a condescending way. It's in a compassionate way, because she sees her reflection in her on some type of level, right? I don't know, and I don't know, because with this Seven of Swords here, I'm also seeing it like there was some type of betrayal that happened between them at one point. And so for her to see, it's almost like a person having compassion towards their enemies, watching their enemies have karma or something like that too. Not only does, it's almost like she sees them as like trading places, where Leticia was on top and maybe Mel was at the bottom, and then now Melly's at the top and she's looking at Leticia, but Mel is seen as some type of karma, or some type of, she also sees her in the light of some type of lies or deceptions that Leticia was like playing in her face. But she's not even mad at it. She's just looking at her like, she has compassion for her, even though she sees it for what it is. It's almost like I told you so, but it's not and I told you so. It's almost like, look at you now. You know what I mean? Like, like she's thinking that in the back of her head as she looks at her, as she shares conversations with her or moments with her. But the thing is, she's so blessed, and she's having, I don't know if she's even having, I don't see no Wands energy, so I'm not going to say she's having good sex. I'm going to say that she's having good companionship, and that she's having good flirtations, good conversations with somebody that's open to her. You know what I mean? Like this guy, I feel like he's, I don't know, is he earthy? Is he like a Bob Marley type? Like this guy is like, I don't know if he keeps like a good diet amongst himself. If this hasn't happened, this is coming in the future. But it's almost like a person she feels comfortable pouring her cup of love into. You know what I mean? He's like a person who's emotionally receptive. He's gonna like love her like a mother, you know, or respect her like a lover, love her like a sister. I don't know, whatever Miguel said when he sang that song, Sure Thing. I feel like this guy thinks that she's a sure thing, right? Now, with this, I have the Seven of Pentacles here, which is about harvest time. This is about gains. I feel like Melody is, like I said, I feel like she's just in her harvest period. Like things are just, she's just harvesting. And I think that's why she kind of has this openness towards Leticia or whatever. Yeah, so that's kind of like where she's at as an individual. Yeah, and then we'll go into their energies together. Let's look at Leticia before we move forward though. Now, Leticia is coming in as the Lover's card, but her Lover's card, which is our marriage card, is surrounded by the Three of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. So this definitely looks like a third party situation. This looks like there's another person that's in the marriage, but it also looks like there's some type of mind games and some deceptions that's being played around it. Leticia is experiencing a sense of paranoia. I feel like her guard is really high when it comes to her marriage. I also feel like she feels like she's backstabbed in some type of way, or she's been victimized. But there's somebody that's watching Leticia's back as well. You know, she has like some type of protection, that, or I don't even want to say a protection. It's like a protective force, but it looks like the protection is watching her husband stab her in the back. I think that this is another male figure. It's coming up as like a lion, not a lioness. That's somebody that's standing over her watching. Maybe does she have a father or a deceased father that's looking down on her, or looking down or watching over her, like I said, and they're watching somebody mistreat her, stab her in the back. That's something that's weighing heavily on her mind inside the marriage. I show that the marriage is definitely failing. And I show that the husband has dishonored her, but he's going to experience some type of exile. You know what I mean? Whether it's socially, I feel like his reputation is going down because of his actions or whatever towards the marriage. Now, Leticia, with this Lover's card, I feel like the Lover's card being in her role shows that her identity was found in the marriage and nothing else. You know what I mean? And so what that means is that as the relationship changes, as she starts to be downtrodden or stabbed in the back, maybe she's taking on more of that identity. You know what I mean? Which in turn makes her a little weak. I also heard something about a pregnancy. I think I saw on my timeline. I don't show anything showing that she's pregnant, but when a woman gets stressed out, some women have what they call hysterical pregnancies. You guys will have to look it up. But it's when a woman is going through like a depression. She has the Four of Cups here. That's like a depression. It's also like somebody that's kind of spaced out, spazzing, or just kind of like dingy. Or, I don't know, their mind is just somewhere else. And somewhere else. But they get into like a psychological state, and they have a hysterical pregnancy, and their body starts to mimic pregnancy symptoms, and they believe that they're pregnant. Some people go all the way to the doctor. Some people start to bloat. Some people buy bigger clothes. It's almost like having Munchausen by proxy, or Munchausen, but it's a psychological coping mechanism to some environmental stressors. You know what I mean? So you guys look that up. It's called a hysterical pregnancy. I can't remember all the details right now. Y'all, I'll be taking in so much information because I'll be reading a lot. But I feel like she might be having a hysterical pregnancy, which would be in response to some of these stresses that's going on. Because her and Marcel, her husband, they're going through like a testing period in their lives. You know what I mean? Like their relationship is being tested. They are opposites, but they are attracted and they are friends. But again, there's a betrayal. You know what I mean? And there's somebody else that's watching over her or watching him. I don't know if it's her father or somebody that's passed on, or if this is an actual person, but somebody is witnessing him do fucked up shit to her. That's all I can say. I don't know if it's Melody, because this lion that I saw showing compassion towards Leticia and Melody's role is almost the same lion that's in the bushes in the cards of this cards with Leticia in her role. So it's, you know what? Melody knows something. Melody knows something about Marcel. Oh, she knows, and she's not telling. Wow. So she knows something. She knows about a betrayal or something that Marcel is doing to Leticia, and she knows. Wow. Melody knows, but she's not saying anything. She's just feeling sorry for the lady. Wow. But she's also looking at her in the lens of, like I said, that kind of karmic lens, like, okay, like it showed like the roles have switched, but she still has, I don't know, she still got more compassion for her than what was had for her when she was in that situation. Wow. So Melody knows what Marcel is doing. Wow. That's a very interesting. And she is not telling. I wonder why she's not telling though. Is Melody like a guy's girl? Like, is she like the girl that can like hang with the guys? Because, but you know what? You can't really be getting in people's marriage at the same time. You know, I always say, I don't know. I say don't tell. Because, you know, people have marriages, they have kids, they have families, they have money, they have a lot tied up in that. If you know the woman ain't going to leave him, then what's the point in telling her? All you're going to do is embarrass her. And 9 out of 10 times they already know anyway. Don't take that approach with me. If you know, tell me. I don't care if we mortal enemies, tell me. Because I just don't be paying attention. You know what I mean? And so it's like, yeah, for people who are sneaky and keep secrets, yeah, you probably could do that around me because I have more to do than monitor you. But I just want to know. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I believe you, but yeah, I want to know. I don't want anybody around me that I can't trust. But Leticia probably don't want to know. Wow, though, that is very interesting, Mel. So are you trying to protect her? I don't even see it as protection. I just see it as she just feels sorry for the girl. Damn, that is cold. Ooh wee. Tis. Anyways, Leticia's not interested in having a friendship with Mel. That's interesting too. I don't feel like she can have strong bonds with other women. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like she needs some introspection or something, or she's trying to get her money right. Maybe she doesn't feel comfortable around Mel because she don't have no money or something. But with this 4 of Cups, she's disinterested, and I see Mel making attempts innocently. She's making innocent attempts. She's even giving Leticia like some type of kills. Like there's a kill that she got. We're talking lion energy again, right? I wish I could show y'all these cards. As soon as I get situated, I'm gonna turn the camera on so y'all can see what I'm looking at. But I got some moving stuff I'm doing. I can't do it right now, but soon, very soon, in the next month or so, right? Anyways, my son's going to Navy. We're just doing some switching around in the house. I just don't have the camera space. But Melody, she killed somebody for Leticia. I don't know if she roasted somebody or checked somebody. And she tried to like tell Leticia about this. And Leticia was just like not even like acting like it was a big deal. You know what I mean? It's like if your homegirl's like, yeah, girl. Or even like an example, like, you know, like say something got stolen from somebody and you found it and you like, girl, I tracked that person down and I found your shit and here it is. And they're just like, oh, thanks. And you like, thanks. Like, you know, like Leticia is not really like acknowledging her efforts, even though she's killing shit for her out of sheer compassion and feeling sorry for her because she knows that she is getting fucked over. This is very interesting. Why is Melody is trying to protect her? You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I think Melody is protecting her as a strategy on one level. But on the other level, it's really out of abundance because she's just in a really good place and she got a little bit of time today. But at the same time, there is some hidden motivations and deceptions around it. Now, in Leticia's reading, she was coming in as an empath. So maybe she's just not really feeling Mel's energy or feels like it's not genuine or something. But Melody did some type of gesture. But she tried to like tell Leticia, and Leticia just ignored it like it was nothing. I don't know. Maybe her mind is preoccupied. Maybe she has, like I said, she could be going through some shit with this hysterical pregnancy or some psychological issues. But she just doesn't seem to be that appreciative of what Mel's efforts or something like that. What's her beef with Mel? I feel like she has some type of underlying thing. I'm showing the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. So I know it's work related. Did she discover something with this Three of Wands? Yeah, her spirit, Leticia's spirit is telling her not to trust Mel. Her spirit is telling her not to trust. But really, listen, when you're in a state of betrayal or going through shit as a woman, you can't really rely on your intuition when you're in a damaged state. You know, you have to be completely healed in order to be able to utilize your intuition for the highest and purest good. It's easy to be suspicious of somebody. It's not that easy to give somebody the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? So it's like you could be looking at life through a negative lens, but Mel is also showing us being very strategic. So I don't exactly think she's wrong to have an instinct to keep Mel at an arm's length. It's almost like she's keeping her at an arm's length. Maybe she knows that Melody keeps secrets for these men or something like that. Or I don't know. It's some history though. Maybe it's because Mel is a celebrity and Leticia wants to be a celebrity. I'm showing that she wants to be a celebrity. Or she wants to have like something that she's especially known for, or she wants to be like the art. She wants to have the art too. Maybe these are actors, because with Mel being the star and Leticia wanting to be a celebrity and master like the acting art, maybe they just are actors, y'all. I feel like these are actors, y'all. This is mysterious. This is quite mysterious. I feel like they're gonna have words. I don't know, because I'm showing like a duel. I'm showing like a back and forth, y'all. I'm showing a back and forth. I'm showing hyenas getting ready to rip up a goat. I'm showing this. But is Leticia gonna try to like round some people up and like instigate them to try to like attack Mel when her guards are down? Melody's guards are not down though. She's coming in as a line. she's coming in as a lion, but her guards are down with Leticia because she feels sorry for her. But Leticia is still, Mel is strategic, but Leticia is ready to fight. She don't even really have no cause though, but she's more scrappy than Melody. She's scrappy. Like she wants to have the, oh, could it be that, does she want to like go at Mel so that she could like gain like some celebrity? Like does she want to be famous for taking Mel out? She wants to be famous for taking Mel out. Is this her plan? Is this why she can't accept Mel's friendship and her gesture, because she knows that she's coming for her? Wait a minute. Oh man, that's cold. Well, I mean, I can't find no justification for it. Mel is a strategist, but Leticia is, she wants that top spot. But how can you do that when you don't have the star power? Because the star card is in Melody's role, so it's almost like you can have that duel, but you're not gonna. She wants the celebrity. She wants to be known for taking Mel down. Wow. She wants to take her out. Wow. This is crazy. This timing is crazy, because this is literally at a time where Mel's heart is softened toward her. And I'm not saying Leticia is aggressive towards Mel. I'm saying that she want to be famous. Child, listen, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'll see y'all on the next one.